You can bring up the page about them and read out some facts or something, but the important point we need to answer is, are they a furry? This is the most important question on everyone's minds today, and it must be answered before the end of the year. Nah, whatever.
We have very little time.
We've
done the research.
It's mission critical. Good news. We did the first one already. I was testing this whole thing setup. We put Guan Yu right where he belongs. He is a degenerate. He is a furry. He calls his sword the Blue Dragon. Is
it Blue Dragon or is it Green Dragon? I can't remember.
He calls it Blue Dragon because the Green Dragon is Zhuge Liang, I believe.
No, I think it's Green Dragon.
Alright, well, I just sent you the wiki link so you can get the definitive answer. No. You can get the definitive.
Control F, Green Dragon. His weapon is called Green Dragon Crescent Moon Blade.
Oh, my mistake.
I'm sure it was Blue Dragon. So yeah, his weapon is Green Dragon, not Blue Dragon. Man, where am I getting Blue Dragon from?
It was a game on the Xbox 360.
I was about to say, that's the Akira Toriyama game.
Remember Blue Dragon? No one else does.
The main character looks like Goku.
To help this out, I think the green section is a furry amicable. I think we need to go to find Sun Jian.
Sun Jian. Yeah, let's do Sun Jian next.
Right. So, here he is. So from the games, he wears a tiger cape. He calls himself the Tiger of Jiangdong. Yeah, just looking at him in general, he's definitely a furry, right? But importantly, he is also a Giga Chad, and basically not only made and maintained the Wu Empire, or at least maintained it, but also whenever the Han Emperor was like, I need you to do this, Sun Jian, you're my best general man, Sun Jian did it. Every time.
Side note, he totally 2-0'd Lu Bu.
He definitely handed Lu Bu an L on several occasions. This is very important. Lu Bu is salty and in loser's bracket. Let it be known. Why is this grid not... Sao Ren. Oh yeah, very large, big McLarge.
Tank Man.
I'm
gonna say not a furry.
He's not a furry, no?
No. I think... maybe he'd be like an armadillo furry? Or something.
Oh, he's a scaly, not a furry. I think for the purposes of this...
If you had to attribute him to some animal, it would be like a tank animal.
Yeah, just for the purposes of this, to make it very abundantly clear. Guan Yu has a dragon fursona. That makes him a furry by this standard. If he had a lizard fursona, it's scaly, but it's fine, it's whatever. The important point is, he has an animal character and he says, that's my OC. Listen to this fanfiction I wrote about it. That's the line. It's not... Let's not get tied up in knots about... Let's not get tied up about whether or not something's the proper definition because we'll be here all day. I'm not making...
I never said that. Like, everything falls under furry category. I don't care what kind of animal it is. Yeah. I don't think he's a furry, but if you had to twist my arm and say what is he, it's definitely like an armadillo or something.
Yeah. Yuan Shao. Oh... I know this one immediately. It's just too easy. My brain is so smart.
I'm not so sure about it. I think he's probably a degenerate in some sense.
No,
I don't know if he's a furry.
It's the easiest thing possible. It's
really
yeah.
Why?
Right. So Yuan Shao is rich, and as we all know, the people who commission furry art also have to be rich. So Yuan Shao is definitely a furry.
I see where you're going.
You know that. Oh well, whilst we're here, let's just get this out of the way, you know. Who's next then?
Oh, I thought we were going to leave that till last. The biggest surprise of the century.
It's not a surprise. Let it be known, we both dislike Zhuge Liang.
Why are you making it so small? Who else is going to go on Zhuge Liang?
You're not. You're right. You're right. You're right.
Is there anyone else that could possibly go there?
You're right. That's really funny. Zhuge Liang, known history rewriter, unbased and cringe.
Let's go with Ling Tong.
Ling Tong. Oh, good old Mr. No, we can totally afford Bruce Lee at home. Where is he? Oh, he's down here somewhere. Oh my god. Even his key art has him with Guan Ling. Boo!
Oh, that sucks.
For context, Guan Ling killed Ling Tong's dad. Ling Tong never forgave him for that.
Yeah.
But for some reason in
real
Dynasty
history,
Warriors... Yeah. In real history, Ling Tong never forgave him, but was also like not angry enough to like murder him on the battlefield. He always had the ideas of Wu above like his own personal grievances. But for some reason in Dynasty Warriors, they're good buddies, and no mention of his dad dying is ever made.
Yeah, I think in Dynasty Warriors 6 Special, Gan Ning gets a story mode, or Ling Tong gets a story mode, and it's like very much about how Ling Tong doesn't like Gan Ning, but then eventually it's like, oh no, but I did like him after all, and now he's dead.
But he's so cool and sexy,
Yeah.
and
Sexy pirate man.
I totally wouldn't make out with him, haha. But is he a furry? That's the most important point.
I put him in amicable furry.
You think he is a furry?
Yeah, he's got like the Bruce Lee thing going, so he's definitely like a dragon.
Oh, was
furry.
Bruce Lee a furry?
Well, no, but he's like very associated with like dragons.
Right, who's next?
Would Jugadan make a YouTube video about how
Yes.
Dynasty Warriors got woke because they
Yes.
had the Nan Man tribes?
Yes.
Yeah,
I didn't even need to know.
Forced diversity.
The moment you hit YouTube video, I went, he would absolutely make a YouTube video from his bedroom.
You see Dynasty Warriors 10, and it includes the Nan Man tribes, and Jugadan just posts the videos like, it's going woke.
It's him with his arms folded. The real problem with Dynasty Warriors.
But I think not a furry.
He's not a furry, but he's absolutely going to commit
Number
war
one
crimes.
of war crimes, though.
Number one of war crimes.
So Da Chao, the older one, is Sun Tse's wife.
Okay, so this is Sun
means
Tse's
Zhao-
wife,
which means-
and this is Zhou Yu's
Which
wife.
means Zhou Yu, has the lolly wife.
Thanks. So importantly, Zhou Yu is not a furry. So by that logic, his wife is also not a furry.
But is she degenerate? She has like the innocent exterior.
No.
I think they're both degenerate.
What, Zhou Yu and
No, the sisters.
Gotcha? Oh, both of them are degenerates.
I think they have like the innocence act.
No, I think that's more of a Koei framing problem than it is like.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a very specific joke here. I think they're both green tea bitches.
What?
Lu Chao Biao is a phrase in Chinese, and it translates to green tea bitch, and it basically means like a woman who pretends to be innocent but is actually like really dirty.
I see.
And I think that's both of them.
I was gonna be like, is this about boba tea? Is this? Oh?
No.
I love how pixelated all of our other. Can you tell it's Guan Yu? Wow. You can still pretty much tell by the designs from out far. Like, wait, does this compress? Does Krita compress things when you zoom in? Oh yes, it does. Perfect, amazing. I would have it no other way. No, I don't think. I don't think. Oh, what fucking hell! I've forgotten already. I don't think. Which one is this? Okay, I don't think Zhao Chao is a degenerate. But Da
The younger
Xiao
one.
definitely can be. Yeah.
Mm,
The older one can definitely be degenerate. Because she's the older one. She's allowed to get away with it.
I don't know. I think we're gonna have to disagree on this. I think they're both. I think they're both degenerates.
You know what? I'll concede for the second time today. I'm making no statements on my position about Halo 4.
Damn, 2 L's in one day, huh?
That makes a W. Shut up. She can go next to Shang Zhao.
That's right. If you have to take 2 L's in one day, well, if you have to take L's in a day, make sure it's 2, so it's a W.
Look, just make sure it's not 13, okay? Now here's my like theory. I was going to call Zhou Yu a degenerate, but not a furry, with his wife, because if she's the young one, then sorry Zhou Yu, that puts you on thin ice, buddy. Everything about him is fine, except then he goes, and here's my wife. She's like 10 years younger than me. And you just go, oh no. To clarify something, Zhou Yu was absolutely done dirty by Dynasty Warriors and the Sengokushi manga. He was actually pretty good as a general, and better than anything Zhuge Liang could come up with. With his invention of wheelbarrows.
Zhou Yu also played the flute.
He commits crimes off the battlefield, not on, if you know what I mean. While I'm here discussing the sisters, okay, I think it would be really funny to put Sun Ce here.
Next to Ling Tong.
No, is a furry but amicable, because then it's his wife that's a degenerate.
Oh, I thought it was funny next to Ling Tong because I think they'd both be like dragon furries.
He's a tiger. No, his is a tiger. Sun Ce is a tiger. Because his dad, Sun Jian, is also the tiger. There we go. Right. Zhou Yun.
Yeah, Zhao Yun's the kind of guy that would go save your son.
He is. He is the kind of guy that would go save your son.
That you would then spike into the ground.
Benevolence.
Oh. Being so young and having no idea how to run a country, Liu Shan invested pretty much unlimited authority in 2 men. Zhuge Liang and Li Yan. I don't know who Li Yan is.
I mean...
The fact that he gave all the power to Zhuge
I mean,
Liang.
you know... kind of just...
Yeah.
Even if you don't knowingly do it, the fact that you're like, no, guys, I trust Tesla. Elon Musk is smart. Trust me. No, seriously. Man, what a waste.
He made wheelbarrows.
I'm just gonna.
Oh, Jiang Wei. Yeah, he definitely belongs there.
I just whilst I was waiting for the next person, I was like, you know what? Just need to auto-complete Jiang Wei into the Zhuge. I'm gonna say he's pretty amicable. He's not a degenerate. But is he a furry? I think not.
Cool. I think he's too busy being homeless to be a furry.
He's got not enough money to make a commission in the first place, so he can't be a furry. He sees someone who's bought a fursona, it's like, oh yeah, and how much was that? And then he hears more than 3 figures, and he goes, excuse me? And he starts coughing up blood.
Where are you putting Yue Ying? You're not putting her down there, are you?
I am.
She was actually kind of cool.
She married Zhuge Liang.
I mean, that's one bad decision.
She didn't divorce Zhuge Liang.
Alright, 2 bad decisions.
Look, all I had was like the flashback of playing Dynasty Warriors 4, and she was like, yeah, let's use these inventions we've made. And it's like, that's a catapult. That's a big crossbow. That's a box with wheels on it. Lady, these are not inventions. This couldn't even exist in ancient China. Speaking of inventions that couldn't have existed, the Sengokushi manga, had Zhuge Liang lead some people into a valley where he trapped them and would set them on fire. And then then there were massive explosions, and his troops were like, "Why are there massive explosions?" And he said, "This is this new invention I've made called mines." And I just had to think,
Mines?
mines were invented in like way later, dude. Come on. My suspension of disbelief can only go so far. When you start saying he's got anti-tank mines underneath the floor, that's when I start questioning what you're doing.
What is this, a fucking Mark Twain novel? He's actually from the future.
Oh, yeah, that real good joke, Hoodie. I have no idea what he's saying. Haha, yeah, good one, yeah.
The novel, a Yankee...
Oh, yeah, that one you told me about. Yeah, a Yankee goes to the...
I like how in the history section for Yue Ying, says there's not much to say about her historically. Chen Shou was a huge misogynist. Even for the time period. Even for the time, he's like, damn, I hate women.
Regular people didn't like women that much. This guy hated women. Not a furry degenerate, surely. Look, I'm just gonna... You know, yeah. I'm just gonna put Cao Cao here. We all know. We all know Cao Cao is based. Based.
Utterly red-pilled.
Based and way-pilled.
Yeah, the best pill.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh god.
Okay. Well, we know what kind of tier he's going in, but the question is,
degenerate.
Is he a furry?
Yeah, let me look him up again. Am I gonna be shocked to find out he's actually a really cool dude?
Actually, you know what? He is in the same. He's at the same level. Oh gosh, jeez. He's at the same level as Yuan Shao. I think I know exactly where I'm going to put him.
I think in terms of talent, he was like a pretty clever dude.
Yeah.
But he was just bad dude.
Yeah.
In summary, Zhuge Liang wrote most of the historical text for Shu when he was around. And I don't know when Chen Shou was born, but it must have been like towards the end of the Shu kingdom.
Yeah.
Because he wrote like the records of the Three Kingdoms, which is where the Romance of the Three Kingdoms comes from. It's like inspired by that. Yeah. It's like a fan fiction. But the guy that wrote the records of the Three Kingdoms, which is like the more historical retelling, he was such a woman hater. Like there's like no information on any woman other than like Sun Shangjiang, I guess, and that's only because she had like such a vital part.
Yeah, she married Liu Bei, so she must have loved him unconditionally.
She totally didn't have like 100 guards outside her door at all times.
I mean, she could be real. Because, you know, as we've just discussed, Chen Shou hates women.
Since Diao Chan didn't exist, anything you've heard is fictional.
No.
I think there probably is someone that was like her, but her specifically doesn't seem to exist. But there was probably someone that had played her part. Yeah.
That was such sad news that I have to put it here.
That sucks.
Oh no!
What?
Diamei getting tilted live on camera. We can move them about properly. So Zhu.
Oh,
is she
wrong?
Is she a degenerate?
Absolutely. And I think she is a furry. She's a phoenix furry.
She's a what?
She's a phoenix.
I mean, I'm not gonna argue then. I guess if you're saying it, Hoodie, I guess I'll have to accept it.
Okay, something interesting about her though is that also not real.
Oh.
But
I mean,
but this is like a really complicated one because she's like an amalgamation of multiple people, I think. And one of the people is actually a Vietnamese woman named Lady girl, I don't know how to say anything in Vietnamese, but she was said to be like 9 foot tall, and her breasts were 3 foot long. And she rode an elephant.
Oh, wait, hold on.
And she rode an elephant into battle.
Okay, she goes in this tier. However, I'm going to put her over here. I'm going to put her over here by herself, far away from Guan Yu and the rest. Based, extremely based.
These sources also say that Lady True was an extremely beautiful woman whose breasts were over 3 foot long. She wore a golden robe in battle, as did many of her subordinates. She also rode a war elephant into battle.
She rides a war elephant, she's 9 foot tall, she's like, my husband won't do the work, I guess I'll have to do the work then. God. Amazing. Just every time we hear stuff about Chen Shou revising women, it just turns out that he's unbased. I think he's pretty cool, that he takes the supposed villain of the Son Gokushi manga and makes him look like an idiot. But he also transforms into a goat at that point. That being said, I don't think he's a degenerate. I think he's fine. I just think he's like the clown of this.
I think he is degenerate because like the whole thing about him living a long life.
Oh
is
yeah,
that he has, like sex powers.
Sex powers. Wait, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right. He has sex powers. I forgot. I forgot that was part of the deal. No. No, really, having sex makes you live longer, trust me. Go. Guo Hai, very ill man. That's all I remember of him, really.
Just to add to Zuotzi, it says Zuotzi could extend his life by having sex. This was a skill that anyone could learn, but it was very hard to do and could be fatal if done wrong. So you could kill yourself trying to do it.
Like you're there banging away, like, yeah, finally a longer life,
eternal life.
The moment you're about to blast, you turn your head around and you see 2 of the 3 candles are not lit. And you're like, oh shit! On the spot. What about the lady who you're with? Like, she's gonna be fucking surprised. Like, hold on.
Does she get longer life or nah? No, let's be honest.
Chen Shou was writing this. You know she doesn't. When Han Dang joined Sun Jian, good start. Distinguished himself. He was romantically involved with Huang Gai and no doubt very disappointed in his son.
Wait, what?
Apparently.
Damn. Is that on the historical section?
That's on the Tumblr one.
Holy shit.
Oh, he saved Huang Gai's life, apparently.
Oh, yeah, he's kind of based then.
Based.
Wait, so is the Huang Bai joke? Was that
Huang Bai but real?
Yeah.
Huang Gai, how about Huang Gai?
we kept calling him Huang Bai.
We keep calling him
but
Huang
that could have been real.
Huang Bai if he real. I think he's a furry, but he isn't like, he doesn't have the profile pic of a furry, right? But if you go on his Twitter, he has a profile pic of like anything at random, like whatever. And then you'll just find out, oh yeah, but he participates in furry stuff all the time, but you know, that's just his friends on VR chat, it's fine, it's whatever. Like, oh.
Yeah, I don't know, I'm having trouble placing this guy, but I could definitely see him in that tier, in amicable.
Yeah, because otherwise, like, what, is he a degenerate furry? He's not a degenerate.
I don't think he'd be a degenerate. I think he'd fit well in amicable or not furry.
Yeah, but like
he's a bit like a chameleon. You don't know, but
that's the thing, right? Like we don't know that he is a furry, but he is definitely a furry. But it's just that he will never bring it up with people who aren't. Like, He'll tell the
Yeah.
wife, "Oh yeah, I was just hanging out with the boys with our tiger things. It was great fun. Anyway, what's for dinner?" You know, that kind of guy. Who the flip is this? What? No, there's just not a lot we can say about him.
Yeah.
Who the
Who the fuck?
Me trying not to swear. Flip. Hoodie swearing as strong
is
as you
that?
can.
What's the name on that?
Lay Bin.
Lay Bin.
Right,
He is
probably from,
not
like,
a playable character.
is an original character in Dynasty Warriors Godseekers. More like
Oh.
in the bin. Well,
Lubu.
it's going up here. No. Among horses, red hair. Among men,
Red hair.
Lubu. There we go.
Among furries, Lubu.
Among furries, Lu hair.
Lu hair.
What do we think?
I think I want to put him alongside Handang and Bongai.
Really?
I think so. I think he was like close with them, wasn't he?
Oh, is he the third person in AOL chat talking about? No, he's the DM of their D&D campaign of their Beast Warrior like little mission thing. You know what I mean? Like Handang, Hongai, and Lusu are all meet up every week to do their D&D campaign, but they're all like, one of them's a cat man, one of them's a tiger man, one of them's like, I don't know, beaver man or something. You know what?
Alright.
Marshall,
Obvious furry.
he's a furry, yes. He's one of the 5 tiger generals. He's obviously a furry. The question is he based?
No.
No?
No, he's a monster.
Oh, is this one of those situations where the shoe revisionists have changed Dynasty Warriors to make
He
him look cool?
is much worse than he is in Dynasty Warriors. No, I think he's degenerate. He is a horrible, horrible person.
Oh, he's a horrible person like that?
Yeah.
He's going up here?
His family was being held hostage, and he knew that they would die if he did anything stupid, and he did it anyway.
Well,
And I'm pretty sure he's butchered people, and he left his wife and kid to die.
I don't make the rules, Smart Chow. If you're an asshole, then I guess that's your fault.
Yeah, absolutely. He might be worse than Dongzhuo.
Oh no.
Right. Could he be bothered to be a furry?
I don't think he has a brain cell in his body to like do that kind of thing. I don't think. No, he head empty.
He's like very vanilla.
Yeah, not working very hard. Sun Chuan, oh boy. Next to your wife. Easiest decision I've ever made. The entire Sun family is up here, man. Sun Shangjiang, aka extremely based. I don't trust that Liu Bei fella. I better stick with 100 guards. Right. You're gonna have to hang out with the rest of the
Tea bitch. I think so. I don't know if she's a furry though.
Oh, you're right. Let's go. Sorry, it's just that I default to putting them at the top.
What are you implying? That
Gotcha.
all furries are degenerates?
No. All degenerates are furries. That's what I'm implying.
Jeez.
Who the flip is? They just keep coming up with more characters.
Wen Yang.
Zhao Ba. Josh.
Zhao Ba.
Oh, he's the little boy guy in like armor.
Yeah.
Oh, he's really. Zhao Ba quickly befriend Jiang Wei.
Yang Wei? What? Oh yeah, he defects, doesn't he?
Defects to
He
Shu.
defects to Shu. Oh, I think he's gonna go in Zhuge Liang too.
No,
He got pulled in by the vortex from miles
yeah,
away.
yeah, yeah. Like he sees the Schwarzschild radius and says, "Oh, let me put my hand in it."
He saw it all the way from Wayne. He still got pulled in.
You get to go here. It's Zhang Fei time.
Zhang Fei. Oh my god.
I guess.
I think he deserves his own tier.
Look.
Absolute monster.
You know what? You're right. He kidnapped a 13-year-old. I mean.
Yes, he did.
He goes into
Even for the time, that was bad.
I mean, pretty cool in the games. Kidnapping a 13-year-old.
Very unbased.
Speaking of based, Zhang He.
Zhang He.
This guy he's entirely based on the fact that his name is a pun. Let me see if I can find it, because I think I read it here. Zhang He, where are you?
Is this just a Japanese joke?
Yes.
Because I don't think that's what it is in Chinese.
Yes, I think it's just a Japanese joke.
It's like, your name sounds like something else to us, so it's funny. We're gonna make you a fanboy.
I think his name sounds like Butterfly, which is why... Yeah, here we go. Within Dynasty Boy series, Zhang He is often associated with butterflies. This stems from a pun on his family name, Zhang, which is pronounced like Cho. I can't read that properly, I'm sorry. Asian people, you're gonna have to do the work for me. Under its onyomi rendering in Japanese. Cho is also the same pronunciation for a winged insect, although the characters have nothing distinctly in common with one another. To follow up on the concept, Zhang He creates a team with Diao Chan, Zhou Shen, and Zhao Yun, Zhou Un, in the series Mahjong. In the series' Mahjong title for the same reason.
Oh
god. He's a butterfly zoner, but he's not he's not a degenerate. But he is out loud and proud with his fursona, let's put it that way. Oh, there's no way I can get him in without... Oh, there we go.
He's the bodyguard, and he wants to understand the person he's protecting more. So he becomes a furry as well.
Look, okay, these... Hundang, Huangai, and Lusu all have their own, like, furry D&D campaign. Sun Quan hasn't got the time for this but wants to learn more about it, so Zhou Tai knows but is struggling to teach him how it works.
That Bao Sanyang, she's the cat girl. She's cat girl. In every sense of the word.
Okay. Does she nya?
Yes.
That's all I needed to hear.
Oh, he's the Asian new boy as well. He's like Guan Yu's... He's like a Guan Yu super fan, so...
Oh no.
Fuck him.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, he's like an apprentice. Throw him in the dumpster.
Goodness, it's Zhang Fei. Imagine that.
Yeah. Imagine idolizing Guan Yu.
Not a furry.
Yeah.
Like, looking at this image, alright, let's go through a final review. Is a furry degenerate? Guan Yu, of course, Ma Chao, Yuan Shao, Jiao Chao, Liu Bei, Guan Ping, Dong Shuo, Yuo Qi, Lu Bu, Zhang Bao, Bao Shanyang, Meng Kuo, and Zhu Rong.
At the end of the video, you're going to have to put a counter in to show like how many are in Shu, how many are in Wei, and that.
Right, okay. So what, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Shu in degenerate furries. Got 1 Wu, some others, and like no one from Wei. Surprising.
Not one? Not a single one. No.
Surprising. Okay.
Yeah, I thought there was one.
Definitely furry but amicable. The entirety of Wu. just all of them. Just all of them. Wei Yan and Pan Tong. That makes sense. Zhao Yun's here.
Yeah.
Jing Cai is here. Zhang He and Zhen Ji are here, and no one else. But just the rest of them just mostly Wu.
And then a shit ton of Wei.
And then it's just all Wei and Jin in not a furry tier, with the exception of Huang Zhong. He's too old to know what being a furry is.
Yeah.
Guan Yu and Ping, also, we decided her not being a furry. She's kind of like the outlier. But, you know,
Who's left?
we can't woman shame, to be honest. No one's left.
Is that it?
That's it.
Oh.
That's why I'm going through them. Mostly just Wei. Lu Meng pops up in here. And Taishit Tse. And, what was his name?
Ping Fong.
Ping Fong, that's it. I was thinking Fing Dong. I got it the wrong way around. That crafty little Zheng guy pops up here. Mostly Wei and Jin. And then we get to degenerates. The other half of Wu. Zhuge Dan. Yuan Shu. A lot of others. A couple of Shu guys.
A couple other people.
A lot of the other category are in here as well. But that makes sense because they're mostly like Dongzhuo and Lu Bu orientated. And Lu Bu is already a degenerate and a furry, but everyone else is not a furry because they don't have red hair, of course.
And then there's Zhuge Liang.
And there's this the Shu showdown down here. Jesus Christ.
What a bunch of losers. What a bunch of stupid idiots.
Look at this freaking prat. Terrible. I think we sorted though. I think we have definitively answered the question: which Dynasty Warriors character is a furry, and how?
This is canon.
It's canon. It's now canon.
Absolutely canon, decided by us.
Dynasty Warriors 10 will use this tier list to create an absolutely amazing crafting survival game that I will not play. Let's give that a quick save.
Open world survival game.
No, no.
With Ubisoft Towers.